Have you?
And we're live. Okay. Hello, and it is Sunday. It is IBB10, and it is episode 10. Who would have thought that we'd be 10 episodes deep by now, eh? But as usual, I've got my two co-hosts with me. McCaffrey, how are we, mate?
Yeah, over the moon, mate. Over the moon that Man United got dicked by Brighton.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
yeah, well, let's just get that out of the way now, mate. So I've got the right grill on, I tell you. But
okay, great start, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna have a good chat. There's loads to talk about over this weekend. So yeah, so come on, lads, cheer me up, please.
Well, I'm going to give you shit news to start with, so it's all good.
Right. And we've got my other co-host, Billy. Well, by the sounds of it, how are we, mate? But
I'm fine, but I had a women's game today that got abandoned after 12 minutes. My goalkeeper got absolutely smashed. Nothing wrong. No one did anything wrong, but she took a real horrible knock to the neck.
Oh.
Fell, and yeah, it's a bad injury. She's in hospital now. She's awaiting X-ray results. So,
the game got abandoned. Okay? Is she all right?
What's that? Look. It wasn't nice. We don't know. So I don't want to speculate or anything like that. Yeah. But at the same time, it was a horrible injury. Any game that gets abandoned, it gets abandoned because of that, right? When it comes to things like injuries. But yeah, she's a strong cookie, and hopefully she'll be all right. And we'll find out. I'm sure I'll find out in the show when the results come back in. But fingers crossed, it's not as bad as initially thought, and she can start getting on the mend.
Good. Well, hopefully she's okay, and it's not too bad.
Yeah,
but we've got two guests tonight, and it is Westfield's own Stately brothers. How are we, gentlemen?
Yeah, very well, thanks, mate. Very well.
Good, thank you.
Good. So let's start with your season so far. Seems to be on the up this season, and looking at it, are we looking at promotion this year?
Come on, Harry Guardiola. Let's not be up like less than modest. Come on, tell us what the secret sauce is. How's it really going? Come on.
No, it's going really well. It's probably going better than I planned it to go, even though we knew what the objective was from the start. We're hard to score against, which is something that we haven't had over the last couple of years. And we're scoring a lot of goals. So a perfect combination, really.
15 in the last 3, right?
Yeah.
15 in the last 3. Amazing.
Yeah. So I think 17 games this year, we've scored 83 and conceded 13, I think it is. So stats are looking good. But yeah, the group are really kicking on with it now. So fingers crossed we get it right.
No, good. So is that down to, has there been a lot of recruitment this season? Has there been a lot of new faces at the club, or have you still got the core from last season?
It's the core really from last season still. I think we've added 2, possibly 3. And a few players have come back and have looked different player this year. Michael Rabigui being one, it's like a different kid's turned up. But Dan Tewksbury coming in, they've started calling him the Terminator now. He doesn't stop running. He's on 18 goals. I think I've checked, and we've got 7 goal scorers in the top 35 or something. Last season we probably had 3 in the top 50. So we're scoring goals all over the place at the moment, which is probably half down to it. But yeah, it's not many have changed. So yeah, it's pleasing.
No, that's good. That's good to hear. I mean, from what we saw last season and how the season went. But no, it's good to see that the team's gelled really well this season. And yeah, I mean, fingers crossed in the way it's going. Hopefully you do get promoted this year. Jack, I'll come to you now. We were meant to have Steve on, but obviously they went to extra time West Ham, and obviously, like you said, he's not back yet. So I'll ask you this: how did that come about with the whole Steve Cook coming in and owning Westfield, or how what happened there?
Obviously, like it's part of my group, or one of my group of friends, Steve. Been for a long time now, so I've always kind of bugged him about it, but he finally relented a few years ago, and it's more like, I think it's an easy conception for everyone to make, just to, oh, he's in there ploughing loads of money in, but in truth, the main thing was the social media aspect of it. Obviously, he was at Notts Forest then. Notts Forest, mad, like just a mad fan base. I think I touched on it with you last year, Mike. We went to a game. We all went to a game in Nottingham, and it was against Valencia at Notts County's ground, a friendly. And there was a guy wearing a Westfield shirt. I was like, what's this? Like, this is mad. Like we was having people buy shirts from America and things like that. It just went a bit crazy. Like, we went from 1,000 followers to 11,000 followers when he was at Forest. Obviously, we lost that account due to someone said that we were a copyrighted. So I don't know. It was a bit of a strange one, but we lost that account. So slowly building that account back up. But that was the main reason behind it. Obviously, and his connections within the game, the whole Dan Gosling, Charlie Daniels situation helped massively. So that's how it kind of came about, really. Just someone been around the game for so long. I mean, he's made 500 professional appearances. Like, the guy out of Haste. Like, I mean, there's only I think there's only 100 people that have ever made 500, and 3 of them have come out of Hastings. So it's absolutely mental, like that kind of thing. So it's great to have, and obviously he has inputted money in, but not probably on the scale that people think, and certainly not in the way that, or it certainly doesn't work the way that I think a lot of people think. But I like to keep things close, and I don't think there's any need to shout about things like that. We've got a model that we're working to, and that's how it's going. It's obviously at the moment it's a little bit tougher at the moment because we probably don't get the revenue in that we need, but there's massive plans. Well, not massive plans in place, but it's quite well-known plans that we want to turn the pitch 3G. Well, we're going to have to at some point. It's the business model that needs to happen. We've obviously put the floodlights in, the stand, the hard stand in. Just made little upgrades here and there. Got every bit of kit that you can possibly think of that you need. So that was the main reason behind it, and it's kicked on from there, really, with the new ground.
Oh, nice.
And nothing wrong with this hat, Tommy. Look at this hair. That's why that hat's on, mate.
That's why my hair's an absolute state. I've just been wearing a woolly hat.
Staying there.
But well, that's questions from me for now. I'll hand you over to Billy or Mike, and guys, fire away.
Mike, you can go first. I know these lads really well, so you can go first.
No problem. Lads, I had the pleasure of coming to see you last year, and what stunned me was the absolute work you two do behind the scenes. Can you take us through, please, how you moved to the new stadium on the other side of the road? Beautiful place, lovely little bar there, wonderful change rooms, great setup. Jack, Harry, can you take us through why you made the change, why you came over, and how you got it done? Because obviously you had the floodlights put in as well. Last September, was that?
Yeah, well, that was in July. Yeah, so so basically it's been on the cards for about, I want to say 25 years. So well, I signed there when I was 16, signed for the club when I was 16, and I remember we walked across the road one of the nights, and it was like, oh, we'll be playing here soon. I think we ended up finishing, I want to say we finished third in what is now, or fourth in what is now Division 1. And it never materialised, but there was nothing. It was nothing to do with the club, really. It was all to do with the local council and then building the houses down the bottom of the pitch. So they had, I think, if they built the 37 houses or whatever, they couldn't sell them or couldn't put them on the market until they built the football club, etc., etc. It was all part of the 106 agreement that was agreed in, I want to say, 2006, 2008, something like that. That was when the new one got put together. So that's how it all kind of came around, really. It was always going to happen. It was just a time exercise of when it would happen, moving from the parish field to new ground. Obviously, we then got relegated because of the ground grading, although I think we finished 8th that year. We got relegated. Same sort of situation as what Storrington have found themselves in now. Like, we was nowhere near the relegation zone, but ended up being demoted to sort of intermediate football. And unfortunately, until we had this facility, we were never going to be able to go anywhere else. As much as we tried so much over there. The pitch is a metre too short always, so you're never going to be able to do anything. Even if we put floodlights stand and everything over there, we'd still never be able to get promoted because it was only 99 metres or something like that, or 98 metres. So that's that situation there. And then obviously Court Developments bought this plot of land. Whether they sold it on to Orbit or Southern Housing or whatever it is not my thing, but it got done. It's a great facility. We've obviously built on it and made it the facility that it is now, that it needs to be for senior football. But yeah, it was a long process, and there's a lot of people before me, Kev Baker's, Graham Drinkwaters, Ian Curry's, Melvin Young, all of those that have been way before me and have done so much for this club. I mean, Graham Drinkwaters just had his 50-year award from the FA.
Wow.
50 years to one club is incredible. 50 years in football is incredible, let alone to one club. And yeah, still here every Saturday. Was there at Southwater yesterday. So that kind of support and network has never wavered really on his behalf, and his wife Jenny as well. So yeah, it's a real sort of family orientated club, and I've just tried to build on that as much as I can.
Yeah, well, you've done a great job there, Jack, and I know it's a thankless job, and I've seen it firsthand what you've done down there.
Yeah.
Harry, one for you. Firstly, my man, congratulations on 100 games in charge.
Thank you very much.
100 games, bloody hell.
Yeah, I mean,
by.
and I've touched on this before in private with you guys now when we did a bit of filming before. I want to know, well, they want to know it, listen now. What is it like being the manager when your brother is the chairman? I've asked this before, but I want them to hear it.
I'll ask him in 15 minutes if he drops the kit to me or not, and then it'll be a different answer.
No, it's a bit of a anomaly, really, isn't it? Like, it's all right, to be fair. It's one of them where I think where we're brothers, we've got a lot. We can talk openly, more openly than most people can. If he wasn't my brother, I don't think I'd be able to shout and swear and scream and launch stuff at him. But I think that makes it easier. I think that makes it easier to work with a sibling, because it's one of them where you've done it your whole life, so it doesn't feel any different than just being. I don't know. It's hard and it's easy at the same time. It's a bit of a when he's been subbed off, then it's hard. When he hasn't played for 50 of the 100 games, it's hard. But when he's played the last 10, to be fair to him, so It's
Is
been
he
easy.
getting a run out? Is old Jack getting a run out these days? Then, is he?
I think we've only conceded 3 in the last 10 games. So he got himself sent off yesterday. So now I'm back to it's going to be hard for a few weeks.
So obviously he's got himself sent off. You're gonna have to discipline him.
Let's get this right. I didn't get myself sent off.
Oh, here we go.
It was my fault he got sent off, apparently. So one of them. He's come over. That's your fault. All right. Okay.
But one thing I do love. One thing I do love about you two is you have a great synergy in there. And when I come down and I've seen a couple of your games and that, there's a fantastic community atmosphere at Westfield. It's a togetherness, It's you're all the way out there, and you've got big clubs around you, okay, that can attract some good players. But what you've done is managed to keep the club sustainable in a way that some teams in your league are not. You run the club properly from the top all the way down to the bottom. So I really commend you for that. But my final question for you lads has to be your year to go up, surely. What happens if it don't? Is Harry sacked or Jack, are you sacked?
Oh, that's an easy question. Don't worry about that. You don't even need me to answer that.
Go on. Who goes? Who walks?
He knows. They know the score at the end of the day. They know the score. It doesn't need me to say. This club's never sacked a manager in its life, and I don't think it ever will do. People know. People know what. If we don't go up this year, people know that whether it's right or wrong. It doesn't need me to step in and do that. And I've had this chat with a few people. This has in my mind, this has to be the we have. I think in my mind, this has to be the year that we go up because, and again, without sounding like a prick, excuse me if I can't use that language, but
don't worry about that.
Without sounding like that, I would really struggle with the amount of effort that we've put in over the last 5 years or whatever. I'd really struggle to do the whole step 7 feeder league thing again because it's getting harder and harder. The players aren't getting any younger that we can attract, and I think it comes to a point where it's like what more can we do? But I'm not. Look, we're doing all right at the moment. We've got games in hand. We're well on our way. We're not conceding goals. We've got Chooks and Rooney that scoring goals for fun, and other lads that chipping in with 5, 6, 7 goals. I mean, we've got another lad, Jacob Shelton. I think he's probably only played 80 minutes the whole season, and he's got 9 goals or something stupid like that. It's like but
really,
he just has a knack. He's one of them players has a knack of being in the right place at the right time and gets important goals. And Cookfield away, gets a lovely ball to the back post, but he gets one there, taps it in. We win the game in a game that we probably shouldn't have won. But when you're doing well, things like that happen for you, I think. But it's so true. Momentum in football is a massive thing, and we're riding a little purple patch at the moment. So yeah, it's we know what we need to do at the club, and Harry knows, and that's it. And we'll go from there. And if it comes to it in 3 months' time, then that conversation needs to be had. But yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm more than confident this year.
Yes, so am I. I really am for you. One question. I want your opinion on this. Grounds sharing. You guys have put your ass into making sure that Westfield has a beautiful new home. Everything great, fan friendly, great day out on a Saturday. Yet you get to see teams sharing grounds, go up for this year. that year. What's your honest opinion? And don't hold back.
No, look, I don't agree with it, but it's there, so there's nothing we can do about it. But I don't particularly agree with it that you can ground share to gain a promotion. I think that's the part I don't agree with. Ground share, I don't have a problem with ground sharing in principle, because for some that's the only option. There's no other option, but it can be a bit of a kick in the teeth if it's just done for purposes to get promoted. Because what's to say that they don't then or people don't get kicked out of that ground, or like it just opens a massive can of worms. I think administratively it's must be so hard for the Southern Combination or the Kent League or whatever league it is. It must be a nightmare for teams that ground sharing and things like that. But
I don't agree with it, Jack.
I don't agree with it. I agree in like I said, I don't have a problem with teams ground sharing if they don't have another option. For example, used Little Common and Eastbourne United the other year, but they always knew they was going home. Like they always knew they was going back to Little Common.
That's different, isn't it?
Hailsham and Peacehaven this year. Yeah, Hailsham and Peacehaven this year. They know they're going back to Hailsham, so I don't have a problem with that. I just find it hard when like there's I don't know. I don't know really, but at the end of the day, it's there. So if it's there, then people can use it. So it is what it is. It's something that is there, and yeah, I think you've probably hit the nail on the head there, Brad.
I think he has.
I'm not sure it is a practical
solution.
It's
short term, isn't it? Let's be real with ground sharing. Like you've said, Little Common situation going to Eastbourne United because they needed to get what happened at Little Common now, right? If Hastings, if we do have redevelopment of the pilot field and we need to go and ground share somewhere whilst that's getting done, like a Borough or someone like that, it won't be Borough, I'm pretty sure by that. But you know, whatever club it is, you expect it because you're going back. What happens is when some people sell their ground and then go somewhere and have a nomad experience, Forest Road, they're nomads, right? Absolute nomads, and there's a bunch of them. All it takes is the people that are propping it up, because you have to prop it up if you've got no money coming in, or the clubs who you have the agreement with don't want you on their pitch anymore because if they want to use it for X, Y, and Z, you're done for. So it can't be long term. Look, obviously there's a few that get away with it, like hashtag and a few others like that, right? But in football in general, it's proven the graveyards of football clubs are littered with clubs that lost their homes, lost their homes and then disappeared.
Totally agree.
So yeah, look, on paper and through history, it states that ground sharing's not the long game. You know, there's probably in your league. Look, I don't know how many go, and this was going to be one of my questions, Jack. So I don't know. In your league, I know 3 come down from Div 1 next year. How many from your league are guaranteed to go into that feeder league?
1.
Do you know?
1. Yeah,
just 1.
That's it. One goes up. One goes up from Div 2 and one goes up from Mid Sussex. That's it. So all them keep saying that 3 are coming down and someone to get a reprieve. It happens every year. It happened last year. Again, that's another thing that I don't agree with. I don't like if there's teams that are ready to go. Why should teams be able to have a reprieve? And the teams not be able to go. I don't get that. Like it's almost like a set in stone rule. It's a strange one, isn't it? I don't get that. You should be able to, I think what you got, Rustington and Hailsham are in the other guys. You've got us, Crowhurst, Frenchies, Linfield, potentially. Obviously, they're at Burgess Hill. So you've got 6 clubs there that can go up. Why should a team that's had a season finishing on fucking 10 points or something get away with it for a next year?
TD there's no can't they as well? TD Shipley?
No, got no floodlights. I don't think.
Are they not?
Don't think so. No, they certainly didn't last when I played there a long time ago. But I mean, they were a good side by all accounts. But yeah, I don't think they've got floodlights.
Yeah, I mean, Statman said that.
Yeah.
Copthorne, you know, I mean, they're getting 11 people to watch their games.
It's terrible.
Yeah, but again, how much are they paying? How much are they paying to play at Horsham?
Over £500.
Bill broke it down, didn't you, Bill?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy. I don't know how. I see some. I saw some of the attendance stats that had just come out from the county league, the weekend games. I saw some of the attendance stats from the weekend. Like, let's have a look quickly at one of them. It was like 20. How do you?
It's not like it's
20.
not. Your club becomes unattractive if you're always bottom of the table. Who wants to play for you? Like I know it sounds a bit like, you know, kind of elitist in winning games of football, but players are attracted by winning environments, aren't they? Like, there's not, like, if you think about how you guys have built Westfield up, the ones that have topped you up this year are the ones that have come in, and I know it's like a real settled bunch, but they come in because they're expecting to join a title challenge.
Right? They wouldn't come in if we were playing at the parish field. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that. Right. So yeah. I agree. I think reprieves are fucking scummy, like genuinely scummy, because it just stops progression of teams.
Yeah, no.
And it doesn't just happen in men's game. Like, I'll give you an example. When I was at Borough doing the women's team, I think we lost one league game, right, to Saltdean. We won every single game. We went from bottom and we finished second in the league, beating teams in the league above, like absolutely smashing the teams in the league above, right? Stennin got finished in the relegation zone, got reprieved. So rather than promoting Eastbourne Borough, who finished second, who had all the facilities and were ready, and the players to go up a league and challenge. And look, they've gone up. They've my same team with one or two additions won the league the following year and stayed together, and now top of the league that we're in with the women's team now, like flying. It's the same girls, and nothing's changed. It's shown that they were ready for two seasons ago. But all they'd done was stop progression for a reprieve of a team that couldn't hack it. Now, don't get me wrong, that team that couldn't hack it are now sitting mid-table in that league. But they weren't, for 2 years before that, they were always struggling at the bottom, getting bopped 8-0, 8-10-0s. So I just think if you finish in the relegation zone, you go out and then promote the next team up. I agree. Stop teams unless there's actually no team that can physically go up because of ground sharing or ground regs and like in the stadium, like in the ground grading, then fine. But if you can't go up, like if you finish in relegation, then you've got to go down. It's just as simple as that for me. And it's like these leagues need to shape up, because all they're doing is they're embarrassing Copthorne. Like Copthorne, like how many games they won in 2 years?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Probably a few more than I won at Lancing. So that says it all, right? And end of the day, because I won none at Lancing. But end of the day, for me, the simple fact is, just go down, take your medicine, lick your wounds, come back up. You lads got fucking relegated because the ground, which it wasn't your problem at the time. I remember it very clearly at the time, but you licked your wounds and didn't give up, and then sorted out what you needed to sort yourself up to get yourself in this situation now where you can be an established county team. And I think maybe Copthorne need that. Maybe they need to go down, play on a park somewhere for a bit, and then work out what their future is, because it's just not healthy. Who wants to throw away £700 every home game?
Yeah, fuck that.
Especially when they're not making it.
If you want it, Copthorne chairman jobs for you, Mike. If you fancy it. I don't
like. Not unless I'm using Billy Wood's money, mate.
No chance. Not a chance. But I'm skinned anyway. So, I think for me, if you look at that, what's 18 league games? So that's $7,000. It's nearly what? That's probably operating cost of the year, 20 grand. That's without a budget. Like when you talk about kit, all the other little bits, affiliation stuff. What's the point?
I don't understand it, because affiliation's like $5,000 now. But if you've got any youth teams or anything like that, you're talking $5,000. So there's some crazy money. Like there's some crazy levels of things that people do, or I don't know. I'm really not sure about it. Like Southwater yesterday, unbelievable, great setup. Like pitch was
how nice is their bar, by the way, Jack?
Yeah, best bar around. Like, do you know what I mean?
It's lovely, isn't
unbelievable bar. Five dartboards, pool table, Sky TV, everything. Like, what more can you ask for? Perfect. But they probably know.
Man's got it. 3 league games they've won.
But yeah, demoralised.
You take that. I mean,
Well,
you take that.
I'll tell you one thing. I've just had a funny text from one of my mates.
Go on.
My mate Mike. He said, "Ask Harry if he's on a stakeout or he's on an operation." He looks like.
Nah, he's on the kit dropping off. That's what he's on.
He's wondering when he can drop the kit off.
It fucking is as well.
Unless you wanted to hear my dog for however long, then it was best to do it in the car.
Harry, how's that Rooney doing over at yours?
Oh, he's doing all right. Doing all right.
Yeah, I know. And this is a player that so many clubs will be looking at, and I'm assuming he still can't go through the moving up
shit
because
anyway. I don't know what you're talking about. He's rubbish.
Yeah. We know he's some player, that lad. But
he's all sorted now.
Was unbelievable how you brought him into the fold, did everything like that behind the scenes. I thought it was incredible.
Yeah, it's really good.
He's all sorted now anyway. So if anyone wants to offer $75,000, they can have him.
He's one hell of a player. But anyway, let's get Westfield up first, yeah?
Yeah, let's do that.
Do that first, please.
I've got a controversial question, Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Very quick. I don't know if it's controversial, but I think I even asked it to your old man actually. Well, I saw him at Eastbourne United when you were on the line there. Right. You ref, Jack. So you're also a referee and a chairman, right?
Yeah.
This is more, not just for me, like I would love to understand it, but it might give everyone a bit more of a perspective on like what the rules are, because I don't know what the rules are, right? So you ref in obviously the county leagues, yeah? So you do your step 6 and step 5, right? Am I right?
Well, I'm level 6, so I can run the line up to the Premier, but I can only referee 23s and Div 2.
Div 2, right? Okay. So you do 23s football, right?
Yeah.
He's a sick
play as well. How, and this is a real interesting question. How can you ref in the same league that Westfield 23s do? Yes. And secondly, no, I'm just asking, you know me, I'm always going to ask all the questions. Yeah. And also, like, I'm telling you, if I was refereeing against a team that might be challenging me for the league there, I'll be making some horrendous calls. How do you keep your professionalism in that? And like, what are the blurred lines in that? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, to be fair, when I'm refereeing, it doesn't even come into my head. Like I referee Eastbourne quite a lot, Eastbourne United, and obviously it's us and them first and second in the 23s league. Obviously they battered us the other night. We were lucky to get away with nil, I think, but we beat them in the cup game, and I referee them quite a lot. And it just doesn't really come into my head, because to be fair, the under 23s results don't matter.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
For me personally, from a club point of view, obviously it's great that we're doing well in it, and winning is a habit across the whole club at the moment. So that's fantastic. But I'm not going to play for much long. Like I haven't got much longer left playing. Like probably if we get promoted, that's probably me done. Be honest. I'm not the fittest. I'm not the quickest. So like I can get by, but step 7's probably my maximum I can do. So, but I think I could do all right in the referee world. I mean, Stoz is a very hard man to please as a referee, but I seem to have got his respect and understanding. I think because I still play and I'm still involved with the game on both sides, I think the laws are a little bit easier for me to understand, and the difference between foul or difference between a sin bin and a frustration, I think are probably helped me in the referee world. I mean, it's difficult because it's changing every year. Everything's changing every year, and it's making it harder and harder. And kids and people watch the telly and watch the games, and you're refereeing a completely different game to what you're watching on the telly. That's like the professional game is not the same game as what we're refereeing in the grassroots and whatever level. There is frustration. People have been to work. Have they had a shit day at work? Do you know what I mean? Have they had a shit day at work and then they cut footballs? They're out like that. Not every tackle's a foul. Not every tackle's a yellow card, but it's becoming very sanitized football, I think, and emotion's been taken out of it. But I'm not sure that that's right. I mean, I've just watched the highlight of that 16-year-old kid get sent off for Man United.
He was in bits, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, and I understand, but letter of the law, it's a red card. Like, it's a booking at the end of the day. It's dissent. It is what it is. But I do have sympathy with the kid. Like, he's Man United born and bred, and he's it's one of those. But say if I had done that at Shoreham or Saltdean today for a kid that's come on in the 94th minute or whatever, and he's chucked the ball. To be fair, I'm probably not sending him off. I'm probably having a word, but with 5 million people watching on the telly, you don't have a choice. No, and I think that's where, and I think that's also players have got to understand that the game's changing and everything is changing. That and it is becoming harder and harder for referees because, like, video cameras are world's worst for us. Like in the ref,
everyone wants to fucking kill you guys, right? Like, so you make it.
Mate, I just watched one earlier. Broadbridge Heath, I think it was. Like, I think it was. I think it was like it's not the right decision, and I understand that, but I also don't. I'm not sure I agree with going on social media and just calling out. Like, he looks like a young kid on the line or a young lad. Obviously, he's a decent level because he's referee or he's assistant at that level. So he's obviously a decent level. So he's gone through the whole system, but it doesn't help anyone at all. But
it's just vilified. Like these poor people. Like, we all read social. Like, I don't care. Anyone that says they don't look at social media or don't read the comments, I think they're the biggest bullshitters in the world.
Yeah.
So, But with the referee calling out, I just think it's pointless. Every referee will make the referees I don't like are the ones that just treat like won't even speak to you, right? Because only everyone makes a mistake. Referees they've got to make how many decisions in the game? They're gonna get things wrong, whether that's a throwing, a corner, a bloody a tackle. They're gonna miss things. An offside decision might not be given because the lino might just be a little bit out of line or not be sure, so he's kept the flag down, or because he's not sure, he's put the flag up. It happens. It just does, and it does frustrate managers or coaches and players. It does. But to then like try and embarrass people, I just don't think that's a real good thing to do. Like, try and embarrass people on social media. Like, what do you get out of that? What, humiliating someone because they might have made one bad call in 100 calls in a game? Like, come on. Like, all right, you didn't get your 3 points, or you didn't win or you got a point because you didn't win the game. Well, you might lost that game just because that. You think it's just because of that decision. Let's be honest. Over a game, it evens itself out anyway. It always does. Just because human nature, right? If you make a shit decision one way, you might be soft on another one. You might be soft on the next decision for them.
Like, you'll always even it out. Regardless, like, you might not do it. You'll do it subconsciously, though.
Yeah, that's exactly my point.
If you know you've made a fuck up, you know, but it's how you sell it as a referee. Like, if you I don't know, say you've got a liner who's flagging mad for a penalty, you're not going to, you can't ignore it, whether you think that is or not. Like you can't, by letter of the law, you can ignore it, but you'll then chuck them under the bus. Do you know what I mean? So then you've got to sell it, and you've got to sell it in a way that makes it thingy. But subconsciously, you'll always have that in the back of your head. I've made decisions and I've apologised to teams at the end, but I think that's a key thing. If you realise you've made a mistake, I think apologising is the best thing you can do. Like the only thing I do feel for, and obviously I'm just as bad if I'm on the sideline for the 23s or first team playing, etc. I'm terrible, but I am, and I'll openly admit I think yesterday's red card was harsh, but because I've done the refereeing and
what did you get sent off for, Jack?
Last man, denying a goal scoring opportunity.
Well, what a professional foul.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Like he's not the ball's been played through. It's deflected off of our player. Bloke's gone round me. Bloke's touched it past me, and I've taken him down. But I don't think he's getting the ball. I think the ball's going out of play for a goal kick. So I'm not denying a goal scoring opportunity if it's going out. Yeah. So I think for me, it was a yellow card, and but I do understand. Probably, maybe left back was covering round, but whether he would have got there or not is another thing. Again, I understand why he gave it, and that's the thing. That's what. So I didn't like. I'd have been easy to have a blow up there and then with him, ref, etc., etc. Yeah, there we go.
Sam Willett.
Oh, was it Sam Willett's fault, was that?
Oh, mate.
No, it wasn't.
We called him the 85th minute man.
Yeah, Sam Willett on.
He's great.
He is funny as
we've got to get him on.
Yeah, he's a great guy as well. Shout out Sam.
Just a quick question to Harry, just before I let you both go, and he has to drop the kit off to you.
Yeah.
So Harry, when your brother got sent off yesterday, how do you react to it? That it's your brother getting sent off. Do you go to him, "What the fuck were you doing?" or "What was that?" Or
I think yesterday it was harsh. I think I don't think he was going anywhere near the goal. So yesterday it would have been pretty harsh to grill him for, and then I just moved on to trying to find out who was going back to centre half. And then Sammy got fin-binned in the 94th minute or something. So I ended up with my two centre midfielders at centre half, and it was just chaos for 10 minutes added time. It was mental. I'm pretty sure the ref thought we were playing 54 minutes a half rather than 45. But I think at one point my old man shouted, "Ref, you've got the numbers the wrong way around," because it was just mental. But yeah, it was a weird performance from the referee yesterday. But 5-1 was good enough for me.
Be careful, because they do watch this show, as we all know.
Yeah,
because we definitely had a few charges.
Yeah, but gentlemen,
can't do that.
Just want to say thank you for coming on tonight.
They're brilliant, these lads,
and talking all things Westfield and everything. So that's really good to hear. And also, good luck for the rest of the season. And when you make it to that cup final at Lancing, we will be down there to watch it.
Lee, can I ask one question, mate? One more question.
Yeah, go on, mate. Yeah, go for it.
Who is, outside of Westfield, who's your biggest threat? And who's going down?
What's that? I lost that last bit.
Who's your biggest threat to go up?
Yeah.
Yourself. And who's going down?
Oof. Croatia are our biggest threat, without doubt.
Good side. Good side.
Yeah, good side. Good side. And they'll kick on now, because they'll start having games, obviously, because they ain't played many home games, and obviously playing it on 3G. So they're not going to have many home games called off. So they'll get on a nice little run now. They've obviously still got to come to us. So they'll be our biggest threat. I must admit, when the league started, I thought it'd be Frenchies would be our biggest threat. But I think if we win our 3 games now, we'd be 18 points ahead of them. If we don't if we let 18 points go, he'll be strung up.
He's going to be the first West Ham man to get the sack.
He won't be sacked. He'll be hanging on the sign down the road. Don't worry about that. He'd be on the top of the spire at the church.
No, they know me too well, Mike. No chance.
And as Mike said, who do you think who's going down
from our league?
Yeah,
from County 1.
Can anyone go down from your league?
Yeah, 2 go down.
You go in Div 1, can't you?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Hey, sure on the bottom of that league as well. I've just seen. What a year!
I should have asked that. Sorry, Mezza.
Yeah,
I know you're watching, Mezza. Love you, mate.
Oh, is he in charge of those? Is he?
Yeah, Mezza.
Yeah,
You're a great guy, Mezza.
I think it'd be Shoreham and I don't know. Was it Reigate or Punnets? Reigate or Punnets, isn't it, down there?
Yeah, Polegate Town are down there as well.
Oh, Polegate. Yeah, it'll be a tough fight. It'll be a tough one between those three. I think Punnets will probably get out of it because they've got enough experience with the players they've got, and obviously with the pitches being how they are, I think they'll get out of it. And Reigate weren't a bad. To be fair to Reigate, they weren't a bad side. They were well drilled, well coached, and they had a couple of real decent players. We just had a bit too much for them up there, and Polegate the same. But I think it'll be a swap between those two.
Poor bloody
Who
hell.
goes down?
I can't believe. I feel sorry for Shoreham now.
Yeah.
Well, I really hope, because I know you two lads. I've been down there. I've seen, as I said, I've seen the great work you've done. I really, really hope you guys go up this season, if nothing for the work that you lot have put in behind the scenes for the last few years. Do you know what I mean? So, Sayer's given it.
Love you really, mate. But yeah, look, on part of that as well with the Westfield lads, send my love to Pat as well. I hope he's still drinking your bar dry every game, which I'm sure he is. And I'm sure he's been a great addition for you, having Pat McCrossan, right?
Brilliant. He's been brilliant.
Yeah, 100%. He's a great guy and does a lot, as do a lot of people, but he does all the stuff that no one wants to do. Risk assessments, ground stuff, all of that. Like, mental.
Harry, we're going to let you get on with your private eye stakeout you've got there, mate. You look a killer in waiting there, mate. I tell you, if you pulled up next to me in your whip, and it's a lovely whip, by the way, I've seen it, looking like that, I'll be, no. I'm off. No, lads, you both top lads, and that. Send our best to Steve Cook, and that great club you got there. And yeah, can't wait to see you boys get up. Really can't.
Cheers, lads. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of the show.
See you later.
See you later.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Up to Westfield. Love those boys. I tell you what, right? And me and Lee got up close and personal with him because we did a bit of filming with him last year, right? The fucking stuff they have to go through, mate, to make that club happen, you know.
And a small clubhouse as well.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It's
it's nice because it's cozy.
They're extender, like they're not silly. Like those lads have been put fighting for what they've got for so long. Come on, that's not fair on step 7. It's not nice on league football. We all got aspirations, mate. We all got to get somewhere. My next job would be at step 10. So
Billy,
Shoreham first.
Projected C.
Mid Sussex, 4th division.
Me and you are going to do Shoreham first.
Yeah, me and you together, mate. Me, you, Lee as well. Lee could be water boy.
No,
run over the physio.
Lee's looking out for a game, isn't he? He keeps telling me he's a footballer, right? And Lee's only ever played.
I used to play, but never at a good level. But I played.
No. You told me you played like the odd 5-a-side of that, didn't you?
Yeah, I played Sunday.
Big difference.
Man versus fat.
Big difference, lad.
Huh?
Right. Look. Put it this way. Right. what they've done there is phenomenal, and how long they've done it, and how they've grown it. Right, it's look, it's not just Jack. It's not like the one Stapeley that was missing from that was Mark, their dad, right? Who so it's like there's the sons and the dad, right? Mark's done a hell of a lot. Obviously, Pat McCrossan, who I mentioned, he was my vice chairman at Hastings. He's now doing all the health and safety stuff there. So, like, you know, I think I nearly gave him a heart attack every year with risk assessments at the pilot field. So he's gone down there, and now they want to go on a journey. He's going to have to buckle up and get tight with that as well. And there's so many people down there, and that it is a great little club. And I always want all the ones around Hastings to do well. So like your Bexhill, Westfield, Hollington, even the Eastbourne teams, you want them all to do well. You're only football who play freshman. If you don't, you play football. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's a good shout. But I think like for me, it'd be nice to see him get up. Obviously, one guy I didn't know. It was just I had this weird assumption that if you finish in a set like within the certain like top 5 or whatever, and you're the only
Ringmer did last year. It was Ringmer versus Westfield, the only two that could go up.
Oh right, okay.
And it basically came down to a game in March.
Yeah, I remember you did something. You did a thing about it.
Yeah, on non-league day, and on the end of the day, Ringmer got the better end of it, and they are where they are with Tommy H now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly.
But anyway, Bill, you've got a lot of things you want to talk about today.
No, I thought I'd make a list.
I like your list. Yeah, it's good.
I thought I'd make a list, right? Because I thought, let's get a little. We ramble, mostly me. I ramble on this podcast. We jump from a hoop over here to a something there to something here to everywhere. We're all over the place, right? And it's fine. That's the beauty of the IBB10. We are a bit off the cuff. We say what we want. We get ourselves in trouble. We've had no legal letters through the door yet, which apart from an FA charge for you. But we've had
beat that charge. We know beat that charge. £20 fine, slap on the wrist.
£20.
Have that, FA. Right, and then like we do what we do. Yeah, we do what we do, and sometimes we get like private messages afterwards. People not happy.
Yeah.
People happy, people explain stuff, and it's fine. Like, by the way, we aren't experts. Our voice doesn't carry that much weight, but what we do is we ramble. So I thought, we have a little ramble. Let's get a list together. So, we're in and around football. We know people, so we hear things, right? And I'm scared of anyone. I don't give a shit. It don't bother me. So I thought we'd talk. And we'll talk with a little bit of consistency, and let's go with the list. And we'll
start on the list then, Bill.
Fan feedback from Eastbourne Borough. We'll start at the National League South.
Zero.
What's the fan feedback that you've heard?
All I want to say is this has no correlation to the fact that they refused me and Dave Martin 2 tickets to the game. All right?
No, they didn't.
No correlation.
You banned from Eastbourne already, Bill?
Not banned. We went, but I think there's like an unwritten rule in Sussex football that clubs look after each other. If any club wanted to come to Hastings, we would sort them out tickets, especially if they were going there for business to look at a player or to speak to another club about a player. It's all right though. We paid the £34. It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
That's chump change to you, Bill.
Yeah, we're not scared. But look. So it's got no correlation to that, but it's not going all well down there at the moment. It's not going down. It's not going well. Well,
Gilesy's lot have got them on Tuesday in a massive.
Yeah, funny enough, Gilesy's put a ticket aside for me. Thank you, Gilesy. I appreciate that.
Aside for me yesterday.
You know what? I'll still pay something because, I bet you let Borough watch you for free on exactly, Gilesy. Do you know what I mean? It's called common courtesy in football. We all do it for each other in Sussex. We've never denied anyone. And by the way, if they ever want to come watch a Hastings United game, they're always welcome. All right. But look,
so just a quick one. Sorry, Bill. Just a quick one.
Yeah.
So does that mean potentially it could be an IBB10 all at the same game Tuesday?
Yeah, we're all going. I'm going. You get 2 going?
I'm sponsoring the match. I'm match sponsor.
Well, there you go. Maybe we can do a little live stream.
Ooh, let's have
Live from the ground.
Yeah,
Charles,
do a
you
little
love
live Tuesday night one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm up for that. I'm up for that. Right, okay.
Go on,
So,
talk to us then. So what's happening?
look, and I'm going to start this with the biggest disclaimer because I think Simon Leslie is a fantastic human being and his family and sons. Fantastic. And and anyone who wants to put their own money where their mouth is to grow a football club like he has, all credit to him. However,
there's always a however when the project's on the pod.
I watched Horsham versus Eastbourne Borough. And Horsham made Eastbourne Borough look like a team that train once a week on a third of a 3G pitch. That's how they made them look, right? Their manager's incredibly experienced, and will have a CV that I could never imagine having, winning the FA Trophy of Aldershot and all that. But it was poor. Very, very poor. They were weak. They were so young and so
youngest side in the league, Bill.
They made Lucas Rodriguez look like Messi, right? And he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he looked like Messi on that night. He was fantastic. And credit to Dom. They've gone into that National League South. They're up there around the playoffs. Probably in the playoffs, I'm sure. But they made Borough look stupid. And then I look at it and go, how can you be spending that sort of money monthly? And it don't always work on the pitch. But there has to be some foolproof way of doing business.
What kind of budget would a team? I'm not saying for Eastbourne. I'm not saying for Ace.
They're full time, mate. So they're probably doing as a football club. They were doing as a football. I don't know now. They might have scrapped the budget. They might have made it really tighter. But it's always tough when you're in that league. Good part-time football players can pick up their normal wage at work and then go and play for £500-600 at a Horsham, at a Worthing, like you don't have to, it's hybrid, right? Or sometimes still a part-time. You can pick up both. So what players are you getting? You know, what, your 25, 35 grand a year players, like, are they going to be good enough? Loans from like clubs that the players really ain't kicked on at, are they going to be good enough? I just looked at the team and it was so far off it. Like so far off it.
He's a great coach, though, isn't he, Jude?
Who?
He's a great coach, their manager, though, isn't he?
Who, Tommy? I don't know that. I don't like. He's got great coaches around him. Like he seems like a suit manager. He's a headmaster. Like he does things he wants to do. And obviously he's got he's got a good CV, right? But I just felt I don't know. It just felt like the fans have had enough. Like me and Dane walked out the ground early, right, a little bit early, just 3-4 minutes, and fucking fans are screaming and shouting. Like at the end, they'll go mad. They're like, they want the CEO's head, and as soon as that gets hot, but as soon as that gets hot, CEO they're running like they're getting bullied. No, you're just not doing well. Like, come out and tell everyone what you're doing well. Then, like, don't hide. If people are gonna knock you, come out and go, look, this is what I'm doing well. But fan censorship don't work. The Facebook group, they delete posts. You're not allowed. There's not people. They're not. And they got called out on it, and everyone's talking about fan censorship, and that never works. You can't hide. If it's not going your way, it's not going your way. If you've upset too many people on the journey, it ain't gonna go your way. Like, it is what it is. Like, and that's it. Like, there were 740 people for a Sussex derby in the National League South. And then you go to Worthing, there's fucking 4,000 people there.
I was about to say, that's piss poor.
That is really bad. But that's where when I said Eastbourne fan reaction, this is the fan reaction to what's going on. What do they need to do to save it? I don't know. But all I know is Simon has really poured his heart into that for the last 3 years. Probably didn't get it right. Like, you've got to strip it back. Mark Beard went in as manager. They signed loads of youngsters. Nearly were going to get relegated. Adam Murray comes in, brings a bunch of his lads from up north down with him, keeps them up. Gets the summer to build the players and build it how he wants to. Has a go, and they get near promotion. Adam Murray leaves. Loads of the players walk out the door as well. Don't want to renew their contracts for whatever reason. Bring in Matt Gray. The recruitment of players compared to what a Matt Gray side looks like seem like chalk and cheese, and it reminds me of the recruitment under Beardy. Yeah,
Right.
so there's a bit of a correlation there. Doesn't do well. Bringing Tommy. If you look where most of Tommy's signings come from, Aldershot, very similar to what maybe Adam Murray was doing, but it hasn't clicked yet. However, they still have enough games, and the points gap is still tight, right? So it's not, in my opinion, it's not game over for them. Like, but if they play the way they played on Tuesday night, absolutely will get relegated.
You reckon Wyham got a chance on Tuesday? I do.
What if Giles's team go there and try and beat them up? Look, Hayward Heath got beat 3-0 by him, so that's how good they are. Like, that's the difference of levels.
Hayward
right?
Heath are an absolutely fucking quality.
That's the difference of levels, right? So you can sit there and we can go. We can talk about, they're not that great, but it's to the level of National League South. If that team was in the Isthmian League South East, they'd probably romp it and win 30 games, right? And draw the rest or whatever, and they'd probably go unbeaten. But at that level, they're off it. There's no denying. So has Giles's team got a chance? Anyone's got a chance in cup football. As Macclesfield done to Palace the weekend, right? Yeah, great. I didn't, but yeah, it was great, right? So anyone's got a chance. Look, my thing is accountability sometimes lacks at places. I think people lack accountability when things don't go well, right? I think you've got to have accountability. Experienced it at Lancing, right? There was no accountability around me, and I had to take all the accountability, right?
Great.
And I still take my accountability of that.
Yeah.
But you can't hide, or you can only bullshit so much. And I think
bullshit. It's not in the sales world, isn't it, Bill?
Yeah,
you know that.
Yeah. If you can't come through with the sale,
6 months. But if you don't start putting numbers,
putting the numbers down, people start having ain't gonna work. Or just don't open your mouth. Or stop trying to fucking control things. Can't control the narrative in football. The narrative is on the pitch, what you're doing off the pitch. Talk about what you're doing off the pitch and make it on the pitch better. That's it. Right?
Bill, how big can that club go?
What, Eastbourne Borough, honestly?
With the right team, staff, backroom, investment, how big can it go?
It can go big, but I still whoever decided to go full time when it like whoever's decision that was, like who pushed it,
because Worthing ain't full time.
They got it right. Like the amount of money that could have been spent over a longer period of time on better players, like, and it's easy in hindsight to say that if they went full time and suddenly they were bringing in players from League Two and National League and like
people like your Danny Cashmans who went
like bringing in like and they had a proper team and they went for it, then you kind of go, all right, fair play, right? But rehabilitating academy football players, you never don't win. They don't win leagues. They never have. National League is a big, horrible league. Yeah, both of them.
It's a tough league to get out of.
But it's horrible. Look at Mark Wyatt. He's struggling to get consistency of his Dorking side. You got and Mark Wyatt is Dorking, but you still look at it and go, right, what does he need to do to change that up so it don't get stale there? And he's still up and around there, but that's still not good enough for a Mark Wyatt for what he's done there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you look at it and you go, I don't know. I think with Borough,
have they got the right manager?
I think they brought him in to appease fans because he was a bit of a hero back in the day, right? And I think that we're doing badly. What are we gonna do? It's all reactional. That I don't know. I just don't. I love to know what the. I love to know.
They brought him in as manager, but then he didn't really do loads at Aldershot. Yes, they were at Wembley last season. They won. But they were never, fighting promotion or that sort of. They were either mid-table or fighting relegation.
Yeah.
So
I think
yeah.
I think for me, right? I think for me, and the big one is with regards to, oh bloody hell! Someone just gave me a tip off. Nah, that can't be true. That can't be true. We'll go back to the back in a bit. Sorry, I just saw something. For me, I just don't know what the philosophy is. Like, I don't like if they're just going to if it's going to be young players rehabilitating young players and what have you, fine. But then just don't like come out and say we're HMS Pistol League, you know, on an AGM, like or a fans forum. Like, you set yourself up for failure.
Exactly.
Don't say you're going to get, you know, you're going to be in the WSL in 5 years when you need 7 promotions to get there, which will take 7 years every year. Like, come on, like, don't make yourself look stupid, because when it's not going well, this is when people start unraveling and have a little look over here. Well, you said that in July. You said that last year. You told me that person was poisoned before. You said that about this, or you done that. Didn't you bully that fan over there? Or, like, people start picking things up.
Yeah, it all comes back.
Yeah. So when the football's not good, when the football's flying, everyone forgets it, and everyone goes, "Oh, it's all amazing." It is. That's the way it is, right? But when it's sad and when it's like things aren't going well, people do start picking you apart, right? And that's football. But yeah, let's move on from them, because I'll be honest, I think they're boring, right? Lingfield.
Yes, I was there yesterday.
How was going in? You were there. How was the game?
Yeah, I was. Do you know what? I got there and I had quite a good chat with Lingfield owner and chairman Rich, who's going to be on next week. We had a little walk around the whole of the pitch, because that's what he does before every game. Mate, we were just chatting, and I won't say too much because he wants to say next week quite a bit. But what they've got coming in the future and what he's building, watch him, because they're going to be flying, and it's looking good. I mean, the game yesterday, out the two sides, Lingfield did look the strongest, and yeah, they were just a pleasure to watch. They won it 2-0, but it was a well deserved 2-0. They were top from start to finish. Don't get me wrong, Roffey had their moments, but I think again,
Jack gets sent off.
Jack got sent off, and a player got sent off. So again, what doesn't help is the sending offs, because I think Roffey.
Bit harsh, right? I heard Jack sending off.
I didn't stay right to the end because I'd shoot early.
Stop blaming referees, Mike. All right, stop blaming the referees.
I'm in black and white, mate.
I know one player did get booked and shouldn't have got booked. It was the wrong player that got booked.
Oh,
yeah.
Sends you that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Lingfield, though, watch them, because next season, with what they've got going on and what's coming with the documentary as well, they're going to be a good side, and they won't go down this season. They stay up because they got Joyce in charge. Great manager.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, and Joyce is coming in. He's done some bets, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And look, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do, because he seems to have seems to have a good vibe about him and where he's from. But Big Rich, chairman, buzzing to have him on next week.
All I can say is
he's the guy that's put his fucking money on the table, and he's gone.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh, good, yeah.
I'm going to do that. This is me. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that, and it's taking on. And you've got to respect that. You have to respect that. When they do it. Bill's done it. You've done it, Bill. I know you've done it.
Yeah.
In different things, yeah. When someone does that, and because look, you don't become a football chairman to make money.
No, not at all. You do it.
You
do it because you're bored. That's why.
There's a saying, isn't there? If you're a billionaire and you want to go and buy a footballer, you'll become a millionaire. Do you know what I mean? In that way.
Was it how to have how to make $1 million in football? Start with 2 million.
It's spot on. But he's gone there and he's put his money on the table and he's going, do you know what? Right? Yeah. We're not going home till whenever it is. I think next season now, maybe. If whatever. Yeah,
what you're saying.
It's what it is. But he's come in there and he's got some fresh ideas. Yeah. He stuck the Warts and All documentary out, which, by the way, for anyone that hasn't seen it,
brilliant.
Is a really, really good watch.
Episode 3 is going to be good. I can tell you that now.
Yeah, we've heard, but we'll save that for
save for next week.
Buzzes him speed because like he's got his own things, isn't he? And he's like going, and you can see he's got a clear plan how to move them on. Yeah, they'll be sound this year, 100%.
Are they pulling away from it then? Like that was my thing. They are only 2 points away, but they've got 3 games in hand over Vardinians. Shoreham are 3 games ahead of them as well on 9 points. Midhurst and Eastbourne are 1 game behind them on 13, so could leapfrog them. Lancing have played 2 more than them and on the same points as well. But Lancing have a minus 45 goal difference. They only have a minus 27. With 2 going down, is it likely now that Lingfield have pulled himself away from it?
I would say out of all those teams you said, Lingfield, out of all of them, are looking at them yesterday, are the strongest side out of all of them. And
there you go. They probably only need to pick up another 5 wins anyway.
Midhurst have got plenty of games in hand as well to get some points. If they've got the super sauce, they got enough to get the points. It's in their hands. Do you know what I mean? But I do think Lingfield, with some of the players that Joyce has signed over there, especially the lad that is blatantly too good for that league. Do you know what I mean?
Watching him in person to the documentary, my God.
That's right. Hasten 7 days going in tomorrow.
Is it?
all I can say is, Billy.
Well, Dave Orndorff after this.
Next week, when Rich is on with Mike, we're probably going to take a bit of a back seat because them two together, it's going to be ADHD clash.
All right, mate. Okay. I'm on the spectrum. That's fine. Right? I also have a fucking good high IQ. All right, I'm on the spectrum.
But I can tell you now, you two next week will bounce off each other. That's the sort of person he is.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to speaking to him.
It's going to be good.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited to pick his brains because I'm always fascinated why people like us do this. Like we're off our heads. Right, next.
What else is on Billy's list?
The list. The Prem top of the table gap, because Mike, we talked about this before Christmas, isn't as big as we thought it was. So
I was at the game yesterday.
Yeah, go on.
Bearing in mind, I was only there for 60 minutes because I had a little Japanese meal that I had to go to.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Was it better than Army beforehand?
Yeah. Little bit of a wagyu and all that lot. I could have been a sumo wrestler, to be fair. But anyway,
I love Japanese food.
You know that. What a great advert it was for the SCFL yesterday.
Yeah,
right? So we had 2 fantastic teams in Horsham Wyham and Hayward Heath going at it proper. Unfortunately, I missed 3 goals.
Get out of the bar.
I was out the bar, mate. I had my son with me yesterday.
Where were you then?
I was driving.
You left. Right. Okay. So, right.
Yes.
My point, though.
Go on.
My point, Mike, because obviously, we'll talk about Horsham Wyham in a bit, but I did say, because everyone said they were clear. Hayward Heath were clear. And I said I felt that documentary was a bit like...
And they are clear.
No, they're not.
They're 6 points clear.
6 points. That ain't nothing.
That's not a lot, mate.
Well, I'll be honest. If you take in the goal difference, And old Fergie used to say that goal difference is worth a point.
Right, it's 20 goals,
7.
right? But look at it like this. Stenning. Let's have a look. I want to see something.
Statman Bill.
They have not.
Problem Stenning now. I think they've drawn about 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, but they have not lost.
And that was near the beginning of the season, I think.
They have not lost in the league, right?
Is it 14 now?
They're on a Mazza.
Unbelievable run, right? Unbelievable run.
Because they're an unbelievable side as well.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
And Haywards Heath have in the last. Let's have a look here. Last 6 games, they've dropped more. They've dropped 2, 3. They've dropped 7 points, Mike. Right, so they're dropping points now. Look,
they dropped what? They haven't dropped 7 points in 3 games.
They have. They had 2 draws and a loss. Lost to Roffey.
One was a cup. Wasn't one a cup?
No, 2 Prem games. They drew with Stenning, and they drew with Horsham YM. Right now, look, the Stenning one is fine because it is what it is. Keeps the gap.
Yeah, I was at that game.
Stenning go and win that, then they're on 61 and Stenning on 58, and the gap's even tighter. But it's not. It's 6 points. However,
I reckon there's a wager between you and me if I give you a little handicap.
don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
You've
still got Haywards Heath Stenning in April. Haywards Heath have got to go to Eastbourne United in the last game of the season, which we're expecting Eastbourne United to go on a bit of a run, aren't we? Yeah, that could be a toughie. They've got New Haven. Seaford away that late in the season could be a little bit awkward. It's not an easy run-in by any means. Now, look, I'm not saying Heath are going to blow it. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is,
I'm prepared to put my money on the table, Bill.
Really?
And give. And
let's hear it.
I just think they've got so many options, right? They could pick 4 or 5 different match day squads.
Yeah, 100%.
They've got
they've got to be the favourites, Mike. Have to be.
They've got an incredible manager in Kev Green.
Agree.
They've got a fantastic chairman that I know.
Yeah, Steve. Agree. In
there. Monty's actually come out of a little thing here. He said they are still in the Vars. Do you know what? Right, I got the Heath at I think 6 or 7 to 1 to win that Vars. I had a little cheeky on it. You know, I'm on that coach next week when they go and play Great Yarmouth. Could that be a distraction? Potentially. The lure of Wembley, you know, in there. But I just think they're so drilled in there. Winning becomes a habit. Yeah.
It does.
Make no mistake about it. You could have made one hell of a side off those 22 players that were playing yesterday.
Oh, bet.
Oh, God,
you know what I mean? You could have, you know, and I know there was a bit of needle about between the fans and things like that. That for me, that's healthy. I know some
that's
people,
football, right? But
yeah.
Mike, my thing is, and like I say, I'm not trying to do Haywards Heath injustice because actually, like, I've watched him play a few times this year, and I've been like, I really enjoyed watching Kev's side, right? And really enjoyed it. But we know how things can get in these runs. Teams will like enjoy drawing against them, holding them to a 0-0 or 1-0 or whatever, right? They will enjoy it, and they will be the target. But Stenning won't be because Haywards Heath, rightly or wrongly, are seen as the money bags of the league. Yeah, they're seen as.
Oh, look, there's a couple of teams. There's a few teams that are on what they're on.
No, 100%. Look, Stenning are surely spending dough, right? But at the same time, Stenning aren't like when they won the league, they were seen as the money bags team then, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they won it.
And again, another great manager in Hammy. And
100%. After the relegation last year and the low key situation there, them sitting where they are, they're like the underdog favourites when really they're not no underdogs. They should be where they are in the league, that team. And I don't know, pressure can do weird things. And with 6 points being the gap, all it takes is 1 week, Haywards Heath lose, Stenning win. It's 3 points. Then it's like, hold on a minute. Oh, like, and then again, I'm still not saying I don't think Hayward Heath are not going to win the league. All I'm saying is we got a race in our hands. 2 months ago, we didn't think we had a race in our hands. They won every single game. We're flying to the top of the table. It was like, all right, Hayward Heath won it. Who's going to win the playoffs? And now it's like, actually, there's a game on the go here between those two sides. So, look, that was my point on that. There was no knock at either team, but it's a bit more interesting now.
How many points then, Bill? They're 6 ahead now. How many points on a little cheeky charity bet between us?
Go on.
Do you need to make it interesting?
What? How many points extra do I need?
Yeah.
What? So like for Stenning to win the league. So right now it's a 6-point gap.
Yep.
All right. So if Stenning were right now 2 points behind Hayward Heath, I still
so
think
they're 2 points out. You'd be happy, yeah?
I actually think Hayward Heath want to win the league. So like, I'll be backing a dog that I actually don't think is going to win the league, but I think it's going to be interesting. I do think it's going to be interesting. I think there's 3 or 4 twists on this. I don't think it's as easy as look. The twist might be Stenning might go and bump out in the next 3 games, and Hayward Heath might make the gap and they've won it. That might be the twist. But I genuinely
Are we looking at a 2-horse race now? Then, yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's a 2-horse race. There's like Guernsey. Well, 3-6. Guernsey, Guernsey are too far away. Horsham are too far away from winning it. But you've got to look at Guernsey. Like either Hayward Heath or Stenning are going to make the playoffs or win the league. Then you're going to look at Guernsey, New Haven, Horsham.
How about we do this, Seb? We put them on level points
right now. Yeah. Okay.
And we have a couple of hundred each for charity.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we give Stenning 6 points now.
Right. Okay. So they're equal. You're Hayward Heath and I'm Stenning. So
and we go a couple of hundred each, and we'll give it some charity.
Okay. So can Stenning get me a shirt, please, to wear for that last pod of the season?
I've got one from Horsham.
Have you?
Yeah.
They love you. That's why they love you.
They're good guys. Look, I've got good relationships with a lot of the teams in there. There's probably only 2 teams I haven't, to be fair.
Right. Let's move on to bets because we had a bet. Like we just had a bet. Let's move on to our next bet. Stu come on here and he made a bet with me and you. Yeah. The Marlow will make the playoffs and Shoreham will survive, right?
Rainy, you out there, mate?
I think he is. I think he's watching.
Shoreham didn't play this weekend, so it is what it is. But Marlow lost to Ringmer.
4-2.
Marlow are now
a decent side, mate, on the thing on their day. I tell you.
Marlow.
But Marlow got some great lads as well.
No, they're a decent side. And I heard it was a game of 2 halves where Marlow battered them the first half, then Ringmer power through second half, right? And that's football.
It's the bet, Stuart.
It's the bet, Stu. Bet. Come on, Stu.
All right, Stu's good for it. One man I know is good for it. Is
if we put down our bet, I reckon if we went and got asked, we went to, I don't know, Ladbrokes right now. Me and you walked in, Mike, and we went.
Oh, mate, we get 25s plus.
More than that, I reckon if we went, hello, Mike, can I have Marlow to get in the playoffs and Shoreham to stay up? They both look at us like we fucking talk about horses, first and foremost. They won't be thinking we're talking about football clubs. And then secondly, right, we go in and I reckon we would get 120 to 1.
That's quite a round number, 120 to 1.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Right.
So if Stu wants to take the 5, if I put the 500 down, and Stu wants to give me the odds back.
Actually, you'd have to sell Shoreham, and then there's plans at that club. There's plans there. Yeah, right, those Milo boys, though, by the way, outside of the pitch and that, and they've had an on-off season. They are really, really good lads. So I've had a few bits with them over the last 5-6 weeks down.
And Kieran's doing well there. He's got in and doing all right, hasn't he?
Yeah.
No, I'm not using your bookie, Stu.
It's my bookie.
You end up giving my money to Jake Lindsay. But no, like on a serious note, like the reason we've done that is because actually I want to give my £500 to charity like you do, Mike. We want to go and do that. We want Shoreham to get out of it, and if Marlow made the playoffs, that'd be amazing. But I think it's going to be a bit of an arse now. I think then 9 or 10 points away from the playoffs, and the clubs have got games in hand around them, like Arundel and all that. So we'll see.
Didn't play again, did they?
No, they didn't play again. So there will be a little backlog, which might help or might hinder them. Might help them with momentum. It might not. But I think that's interesting. And we'll see. But look, it's always good to we'll bring that one up every month. The odds on that. That'd be quite a good one.
Just a quick one. I've just been sent a clip from the Ringmer game yesterday, and Sean, that's on loan from Hastings.
Yes, his
goal that he scored yesterday.
Yeah,
naughty. Just
good young player.
What a goal!
He made his debut actually in the County Cup game, Broadby Chief, when we were a little bit battered up. But that's a Dave Allendorf boy, that one. So
what a strike that was!
Kudos to Dave for that, for sure. Yeah, you've not been down the Polegrove yet, Mike? Come on, you've not been down the Rec.
I haven't. No, Stefanos. No, I haven't, mate. To be fair,
he doesn't want to watch a clowning goal, Steph. Do you know what I mean?
Get me booked in, lads. Get me booked in.
Yeah, we're gonna come down to Hastings. I haven't been down there yet, and I want to.
Bill's promised me the old prawn sandwich job, isn't he?
Well, yeah, Dave Ormond after a game lays off some Marks and Spencer sarnies, so you can get one of those, or maybe a cocktail sausage if you're lucky, right? Right, here we go. So Horsham, do they still love them? And what I meant by that, right?
Yeah, what did you mean by that?
They keep asking, why are they not liked? Why do they not love us? Do they love it?
What I saw yesterday was two teams with managers with mutual respect and coaching staff with mutual respect, evident players and their fans. Bit of banter. I know I spoke to one of the coaching staff from one of the teams. I won't say which one it was today. There was a bit things. I didn't see things, but but you're going to get it with football. You're going to get the banter because people want to win. Sometimes you get your youths that go a little bit overboard. I think Stennon had to put out a thing last week.
Apology,
about the.
That happens though. Like, what do you do?
It does. I've been
every
there,
kid that has a comment. Like,
I've been there.
I get it. People say stupid things, like especially goalkeepers get hammered, especially in the Isthmian League. I've heard some of the stuff I've heard in the Isthmian League is unbelievable, right? Absolutely unbelievable. But it's part and parcel of it. Do we start really making it like all really, really PC and woke, and people can't have a bit like when does it become? When does everywhere become too nice? As if I was a manager of a club, do I want my place to be inviting? Do I want everyone to turn up and feel like, oh, it's just the most nice? This is
I want to be there. I want the people.
No atmosphere.
I want
oh, this is so nice. Everyone's so nice.
Atmosphere. I want those young'uns. Those young.
I want the young'uns behind the goal, giving the goalkeeper shit, getting in the goalkeeper's ear. I want to keep her biting. I want to keep her biting back. I want him not focused. I want him on their case. I want the.
There is a limit. There is a limit.
You can't like ask them to tell.
No, there's a limit with what can be said, not just as you, but as a normal mature fan. Yeah, there is a limit. Okay, sometimes in all sports, not just football, lines get crossed. Yeah, especially when everyone has a couple of sherbets and things like that. But I'm with you there, Bill. It sort of adds to the game.
I just don't get why everyone wants to be liked. And this is what I mean about Horsham, right? I don't let them be the hated club. Like, let them, I don't know, let them be like whatever they are. Like, I just think, I don't know, I just think there's so, like, everyone's so apologetic these days. Be unapologetically yourself.
But it's the way it's gone though. You see it, and it's so like everywhere. As soon as someone says boo, it's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And it's like, no, just you're at a football match. If you want to give them shit, give them shit. It's the whole point. It's the atmosphere. It builds it up.
That final whistle's blown,
there is a limit. There is a limit.
As that final whistle's blown, it's done.
Yeah,
Like,
it's done. You stop
Patriots
after that.
supporters, when we were flying, they were horrible, like away from home, horrible, or even horrible at home. But you know what they'd do? After the game, they would shake the hand of the goalkeeper that they've been abusing. Yeah. They'd always ask to do that. One time a goalkeeper said something about how nasty the fans were. They brought flowers to the game next time they played him. I gave him flowers.
That's details already.
Yeah, but in the bar afterwards, some of those fans will go up to some of the players and go, "I thought we had a good game today." Or have a beer with them, or buy them a bit. Opposition players buy them a beer, and it was never any like malice or fighting, right? Because there is a line, Mike. 90 minutes. We've all lost our heads. I like as a chairman, manager, whatever. I've lost my head many times. I've sat in boardrooms, like in the seating and not been happy or been happy or whatever. Right, always done. And for me, the reason I wanted to bring this point up was because of the whole element of everyone being nice. Like,
it's boring.
I get what you're saying. I actually get what you're saying in there, because at the end of the day, look, football for a fan, for a player, for a manager, that's what when I was doing it, that was more relief. Yeah, release in from a stressful week, and that. Look, sometimes you take it a bit far. Sometimes you sit there, you celebrate like you've won the World Cup. Sometimes it's the most depressed bloke going, yeah. But when you take
the players or players give it to the fans, don't they? Like you be giving them shit, and then they put it top bins. Go on, have that.
There's nothing without the fans, yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might as well go and play five-a-side. Yeah. Right.
100%. But you got to, like, for me, like, it's part and parcel of it. Like, but we all do silly things, and like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think passion has to be in football, or there's no point of football. Like, why do we all do this?
I think as well. Yeah, you need the fans.
Can you comment on what Stefanos said there, Bill?
Yeah,
no. If I'll get it done for another FA card.
But I've got to say, this is, some people like it, some people don't, and I may get flack for it. But jerk games, I don't mind the fans and all that, but the fucking drums, I can't stand it.
Yeah, right. I noticed these podcasts.
Sorry,
get him out.
I'm just not a big fan of drums.
Really?
I've had enough of him.
I can't believe him. Drums?
It's just
Lee, I'm going to tell you something,
Lee,
right?
You need to change your attitude, or you're gone, mate.
He's back.
It's his show. It's his show.
We've hijacked the In Bed by 10 show here. He's not going to be in bed by 9:33, is he?
If you show me a good drummer, I'll appreciate it.
Oh,
well, that's
on,
it.
Mate.
Sometimes they're badly done.
No, it's true.
Lars Ulrich from Metallica turn up and do a little SCFL game, are you, mate? As long as you don't bring the vuvuzelas out, 2000.
Yeah, I didn't like those.
No,
but with drumming, it's got to be in an environment. So I like it when you've got a drum there and a bunch of people singing songs, like a rap, like rather than just the drum being hit. That's
what I don't like.
You've got to have the songs with it. You have to.
When they
what I would do, just give a drum to a bunch of kids and say, "Look, it's now your job at our games. You get it for free every week. It's your job to make the noise, right? And I want you to start bringing in pals with you. And you know, if you bring an extra 5 lads, I'll give you a can of Coke as well. You go and make the noise, and you start getting to know the players' names, and you make the songs up. It's yours, and you do it, right? And then they do. Little Common have done it. Little Common have got a little rabble that go around with them now. Quite little kids. It's brilliant.
You watch when I go to games now. Someone's going to go, "Oh yeah, you don't like drums."
Hey, Pan is a wanker.
By the way,
do it. I'll appreciate. I'll take it.
Here, Bill, I sent a message from great guy. Won't say his name at IBB10. Great guy, great fan. He said my £200 safe. So there we go.
It probably is. I'm not going to.
Sure.
I've made this bet when I actually think Haywards Heath are going to win the league. So Hammy and the boys at Stenning, don't let me down, please. All right, give it.
It's gonna be good though again. But going back, you said about the youths getting in free. I think all clubs should do that.
Yeah, I do. Under 16s for free. Like, well, what have you got to lose? For me, I'd rather have the kids up in my ground, in and around my ground, running around my ground, buying a chocolate bar or whatever. I'd rather have them in the ground than them running around the streets or nicking from local Primark, right? I'd rather have them in our ground.
Yeah, that was quite. Yeah, to be fair, I had about 10 beers and I bought about 20 portions of chips up to the old.
Saw him walking over with a tray, and they're like, "There you go, boys."
Brilliant, love that.
I was that age. Yeah. I was that age.
Brilliant. It's infectious.
Yeah, and you get your mates there, and it's something to talk about when they go back to school, isn't it?
100. But what they do is, it's a bit of a badge, a pride badge. The mates go, "Oh, you did Man United at the weekend." They go, "I was at Shoreham. We beat ABC 3-0." Yeah. And they go, "Who's ABC? Who's Shoreham?" "Oh, you don't know real football." It is. It's a bit of a badge of honour, right? And I think, and there's a level of attachment. You can get close to people. The manager, like, you're not getting close to Arteta, Pep, but you might get close to the manager there. Like, he might come shake his hand, or you might be able to have a drink with him afterwards. There's all those levels of things. I just think I'd rather kids, especially now, like the way the bigger games pushing everyone out price-wise.
Yeah, great.
Now's the time to get these kids off the streets doing silly things like fucking whatever they're doing, vaping, like smoking, whatever they're doing, or taking drugs, or like I said, robbing the local Primark. Get them up your ground and give them a purpose, right? And then get them like wanting to then help out on days that you need groundworks done. Like, get them to feel part of it. Make them feel like it's their club. Because what happens is they then become the next generation of supporters, committee members. Because we all get old. Like, I'm 40 in March, right? I'm still a young snapper. But
are you only 40?
Yeah. Well, no, I know, Mike. I've done a lot for my age.
Right, but industry done something to you, isn't it?
Yeah, it has, mate. It's aged me a lot. Hard paper round. But like for me, we all get older. Like, the chairmans are getting older. There's no denying that in these leagues. The chairmans are getting older. The committee members are getting much, much older. I went to VCD the other week, and lovely people. They were there, same people that were there when I had my first.
Nice little ground as well, old VCD.
Yeah, nice. But I think for me, I look at it and go, with like they're so up, like, and this is no disrespect to them, they're so old. Like, so you wonder who's going to carry on doing those jobs.
You need to start.
Yeah. Like, who's going to carry on doing those jobs, right? You've got to open up to the youth, and you've got to make them feel part of it. You've got to make them feel like they're not a problem if they make a mistake or they say a bad word. You don't need to post it on social media. You pull them in and you go, "Boys, I fucking love your passion. Love it."
You know, I've got to say on that, right? So I went and saw the Hayward Heath Stenning game, right? At Stenning. Yeah. Big fans. I got some shit. I got some shit from the youths. And do you know what? I effing loved it. I loved it, right? Because they're allowed to say what they want in that way. Yeah?
I love it.
They were going, "No, your podcast is shit." This, and do you know what?
Tell them I'll say thank you next time.
And I loved it because the fact that they were out there, they were doing something, they were engaged.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, they're engaged. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the fact, and I looked at some of them, I thought, that was a bit of me back when I was in year 8, year 9, and that. Yeah. So you just got to admire them and go, "Lads, crack on, do that," and they can take a bit of banter too.
100%. But for me, Mike, right? It's like when I said about if they do something wrong, and they will. They're kids. They're gonna say the wrong word, or they're gonna make a slur, whether it's a high, like they're just kids, right? And it don't mean they're horrible, or they probably feel so embarrassed afterwards by it. So you pull it in, and you go, "Look, I love your passion, and we don't want you out of this ground. We want you to be part of it." But lads, come on, when you talk, like, think about what the words you say. Like, make them feel a bit responsible, but make them understand their importance. Give them a bit of importance. I think that's how you build fan bases. I think so many clubs get it wrong.
I think spot on, mate. And
I think so many clubs get it wrong.
I don't think enough clubs maybe look
Do
at
it.
that. You know,
No, a lot of clubs, what they do is they go, we don't want this riff-raff here. I don't want them spoiling our 3 o'clock kickoff and our bit of cake
that's the
and
old
tea.
boys club, mate.
It's the
Yeah,
old
it's
that's the old committee members that
but what they need to do is they need to know at one point if they want their club to be there in the next 100 years, they ain't going to be the ones taking it, or they can't take it to the grave with you. So you've got to engage these people, because if you don't, they move on, as we've seen at other clubs. They've moved, like the young fan base has been vilified and they've left and moved on. We saw at Eastbourne Town when they had the ultras there. Oh, it's just too political for us. Oh, okay, is it? See you later. We're gone. We're out the door.
Here's one for you then, lads. What would be the most hostile game to go to in our leagues?
Hastings in my league, Hastings versus Ashford is the worst I've been to.
What, Ashford as in the hostile
Ashford
crowd?
United, oh yeah, it's hostile. Both clubs hate each other.
For me,
yeah,
it would be anyone turning up on a day at Littlehampton when those lads have been out.
Yeah.
They've been out since 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday, mate.
Yeah.
Like they're by the time it comes to kickoff, mate.
Oh, what you mean? What's the most hostile ground? Right. Okay. Yeah. You would obviously, from your end of town, it probably would be that. For me, mate, I'm not biased, but Hastings can be a cauldron. Like on a Tuesday night, you don't play Hastings.
And how much does that matter to the team? Yeah, because you're close to the team. You're close to a high level of football with a team. How much does that matter to a team that they've got a crowd behind them that will literally run through fucking walls for them?
100, mate. Do you not think that's a really attractive point to sign a player as well? Right. Yeah. Okay. It's right, mate. Go and play for, I don't know, fuck London club with 150 people that can give you, £400 a week, or come and play for Hastings United in front of 1,000 people, like where the fans will adore you, like for £300 a week.
I mean, now, I get that. 100% I get that. I credit with our Mitch Ann and Gaskin. You know, when they had their incredible run to the FA Vars, where they were, got to the final there. They said, and I spoke to Mitch about this, when he played at Loughborough, I think it was in the semi-finals, whatever it was, they battered them before the kickoff. Yeah. Because the Loughborough boys got set up, do their warm-up and that right next to
they didn't want to be there.
The proper ultra
bang on it.
And there, mate, there is Stone Island everywhere. It's like Stone Island sponsors the whole game. Yeah,
it's just like their old man showed them what the football factory was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And Mitch was saying to me when we did a bit, when he would come on and did a bit, he was like, we knew we were 1-0 up then, because either the guy that set out the cones had to either stay there and take the pre-match abuse, or had to bottle it and move the cones over to the other side. He didn't bottle it, fair play, but he still got a shitload of abuse, and those boys got on top. What I'm saying is, I don't think a lot of people out there realise the importance, unless you've actually played or been a manager or a coach, the importance of the crowd behind you. And I know you've had you had problems over the last couple of years with Hastings Bill and that. And now you're getting the fans back. Whitehall had it as well. Do you know what I mean? Worthing to a certain extent. Having those people as the 12th man in there is so key.
Massive.
And I think,
massive.
But how much of that does the manager have to connect?
Got to connect. You've got to be. They've got to feel your heart beating. That's what I think. I genuinely believe that. So I can only go off experiences that I've had. Like I can only go off those experiences, right? So Chris Aguilar, heart and sleeve, says it how he is, open, pushes like he's got his own footballing agenda. He pushes that, right, and people see it and they feel passionate about it. Gary Elphick, when he came in as manager, different. big man's man.
Yeah.
Like man mountain roared, like when he roared, like everyone could feel him roaring. You knew that
in the trenches type.
Yeah, you knew that, mate. If you want to go to war, you want Gary Elphick going to war with you, right? And he's there, he's barking, and you've got John Meaney, who's like excited like what do you call it? Excited puppy next to him, like getting all the orders right, and then like loving it with the fans, and Worthing has seen that now with John Meaney in the game, giving the old bop, pumping his fist. That's the John Meaney that we knew at Hastings.
Love made it. Local lad.
And the fans connected to that, and they felt it, and you know their manager. Dave's different. Dave's a little bit different, but he's starting to get a real connection with the fans, and they're really buying into what Dave's doing. And my next point was Hastings. Anyway, I want to talk about Hastings' win yesterday. And
you have to hurry up, mate, because he's got to be in bed in 15 minutes.
That's all right. I've only got 2 more points on my thing, so it's all right. But like with Hastings, I think like it's all about that connection, Mike. It's all about that thing. And look, yesterday's win was great. 3-0 away from home. Jordan Mace was fantastic again.
I heard he was outstanding.
Yeah, he's top. He's top. But all the boys are like, and I'll look and see this guy's battering you, Lee. By the way, like
no, it's like I'm waiting for Billy to finish, then I'll add.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what
when
you invite Lee, when you invite me and him on the show, mate. You know what I mean?
Exactly, it's fun.
Do you remember the old going to the deli taking a ticket?
Well, then hold it up. 56.
Yeah.
Yes, me. 56. Come down.
Like the group is gelling, and like it's been a process of players going out the door, players coming in. A couple haven't worked, a couple have, and it is what it is, right? But we're getting to where we need to, and that's credit to Dave and the staff there, and the fact that we've got a combined goal of what we believe, not just this season, but next season, what we want to achieve with the football club. And I think that comes with your supporters, right? You've got to, like, the supporters have got to feel that. And I think you look at clubs who I think have got a chance of that. There's so many
to grow to the manager, don't they, as well, the fans?
What's that?
They have to grow to the manager as well, don't
they? Have to grow, but also
they need to.
The biggest regret I had with the Lancing thing, because I didn't know what was going on. I wish I met the fans earlier. I wish, because they've got good fans there.
They've got incredible fans there, Bill.
But what I wish I did was, rather than think, oh no, like what have I walked into here? Like put the hard hat on and hide and fight through it to work out where we are. I should have just pulled them all into the bar and said, look, scream your obscenities at me now, and I'll tell you who I am. And if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. But what I might have done, I might have got 200 army soldiers on my side, and we could have gone. I could have felt more excited to go to war, rather than thinking, fucking hell, these don't want me. I don't want. Not that they didn't want me here. It was just an horrible situation, but they have to connect, and we didn't have that connection. And like, it is what it is. But Upfield, we were getting we were growing the fan base. It was brilliant, and there was younger fans come in, and they were singing behind the goal, and it was really building nicely. And that's only on step 6 level. But I just think if these clubs can kind of grow what they're trying to grow within what they've got, like
they have to give them free entry, right? They have to.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, because look, say you get like 20 young'uns in. Right?
Yeah.
What are you going to lose? 60 quid? Maybe charge them 3 quid? 60
but you don't lose, do you? Because they're going to buy sweets. They're going to buy drinks.
Exactly. You know, and not only that, what a lot of these chairmen, chair ladies, let's be politically correct there, because we have to on that part.
Right, because you might get a formal letter.
You might get another fine, mate.
No, because we do have a couple of female chairmen.
We do.
We do. Yeah. Is the fact that those boys and those girls that are young'uns that come and watch, they know social media a shitload better than the old boys.
Yeah, 100% they do.
In the thing, and a share, a retweet, a discussion,
story post
from them is worth effing more than the 3 quid you get behind the gate. That's, I think you've got to look at that now. You know, we're on in We're on here now talking, rambling on. There's over 1,000 people watching live.
Really?
Right? On
Over 1,200.
Yeah, on a Sunday night. Okay.
No, thank you.
Sussex football. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's consistent now, right? And probably the core demographic of those people that are on here now are probably, I'd say, probably 21 to 55. Yeah.
Well, Stu's on, and I think he's about 82, isn't he?
Into that bracket?
Leave Luke gonna take that. But do not dismiss the importance of those young uns there.
No.
I'll tell you what, if you want to progress your social media, if you want to grow a club long term for the future, they have to be involved.
I'll be honest, I'd rather let's be frank, people want to go to places where people go to, right? They do. 35. Stu's comment.
No.
If I had a hard paper round.
Mate, I'm 40 here, mate, and I've had hard paper round.
If Slainers is 35, I'm 2. I'd say that.
Exactly that. So, like, on the note of that, if I knew I was going to get 700 people turn up to my ground every week in county, let's just say in county football, but I had to let 300 people in for free, 100% I'll do it, because and the reason why I'll do that, the reason why is when people see bigger crowds, it attracts other people. They'll go away and go, I mean, have you been down to Shoreham lately? Or you've been down to Lingfield lately? You've been down to Lancing lately? You've been down to Hayward Heath lately? You've been down to Horsham YM lately? Mate, everyone's going there. Look, football's good. Food's all right. Get a good beer. Beer prices are good. Oh, home game 2 weeks. We go. Do you fancy it? Or Tuesday night, do you fancy it? And then and then them 2 who've been going 3 or 4 times will get 4 people with them. Then maybe 2 will drop off, 2 will become regulars, and then it goes to 4 to games. And then maybe they bring their kids, and then before you know it, you're organically building that. Honestly, that's what I did at Hastings.
Yeah,
Bill, I can't argue against that, mate, because that is the right strategy.
I will bring out my book, How to Build Your Crowds in Non-League Football. All right, and
we're gonna have an author on here as well soon.
It'll be a 1-pager.
Bill, this is a big year for you. Firstly, you're bringing out a book. Secondly, you're heavily involved in Hastings. Thirdly, you're going to make your boxing debut.
I'm going to win the WBC title by the end of the year. Not the World Boxing champion. I'm going to. Yes, WBC is just my local community one. There's like they're all under 11s, so I might have a chance.
Just quickly.
Go on.
Is there a chance?
Go on.
2026. We will see Project Wood in a little white collar in the ring.
Right, I thought about it.
I tell you what, if that does, everyone here who's on here now, and there is a shitload of people on there, we will fill that hall out.
We're by tables.
Tables, mate.
Right, I'm going to tell you this for a fact, right?
Come on.
I thought about it, but I feel like maybe I'm a little bit too old now. All right, I feel like I'm a little bit too old, and the reason why is
George Foreman won a world title in his 40s.
Yeah, I know, but I look at it like this: I'm no athlete like George Foreman. Okay, but I'll tell you this for a fact. Cheers, Stu. Well, to see me get knocked out.
There was a new badge design.
It will. Trust me. Yeah, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Google it. Right, but with regards to boxing, I am really enjoying my boxing. To be fair, it's been fun. But I'm not Muhammad Ali within a week.
Because I reckon there'd be a load of people. There'd be a load of people who love to see you knocked out.
Yeah, of course they would.
Yeah, there would be, wouldn't there? There would be.
And then if that happened, no, I'm not doing it. Stu, shut up.
Oi, come on.
Stu, I said one day we'll work together, but I didn't mean me in a ring getting promoted by your mate Don King, did I?
I didn't do white collar.
But no, look, I've been thinking about it. I'll see how the next first 3 months go. The gym have really welcomed me in. They're a lovely bunch, so I'm just gonna see how it goes, and we'll
Who is this? Tell you what, I've gone through his soul. Who's that? Was that Julius Francis when he fought
The sun.
Tyson, that happened. The
Well,
sun,
Chelsea,
yeah.
my feet are firmly on the floor, mate. Don't worry about that.
Well,
But no,
listen,
look, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe.
We need to keep the pressure on you week in, week out. So, oh,
We
mate,
can
I'll
start
be in your
doing
corner.
videos of me in
I'll
the
be your
gym
hype
and
man.
stuff.
I'll be your hype man. Yeah.
Yeah.
In your corner. All right. We'll get this all sorted out. We'll do
Like,
it
you could be like when Chris Eubank did it for Chris Eubank Jr. and he just come and just stood there and looked at him. Didn't say a word, just stood there with his thing on, giving it a large. Like holding these, they said with the old little purse and little like waistcoat.
I reckon it'd be so funny because there'd be, like I said, there'd be loads of people that give you pelts and think, I'd love to watch Billy have it get that. And then imagine you put it off. Or imagine then you go and bang him out in the first round.
Right. What was your
8 seconds in?
Finish.
That's actually not true. I missed an extra session. Not an actual session, extra session. So training was cancelled Wednesday, and I thought maybe I'll go back in the gym for a little bit of but I didn't have time to get there.
And what was the last one you list, Bill? Was it postponements?
Yeah, just quick one. A couple of fishy ones, I'm sure. All right, we don't need to talk about it, but I saw some postponements.
A lot of games
some
off,
smelt a bit, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah. You better not waste my time. It's going to be the song because I'm not going to waste your time with me boxing. Let's just see that.
Mate, you're already getting pelters, mate. It's brilliant.
I couldn't, John, if I'm honest, but we'll see. Maybe you could be the first hater to step up.
Oh, challenge. But
I love that. Bill comes out swinging.
Be good to see. Let's bring it to a close tonight, gentlemen. I've got to say, another great show tonight. Just in there, 1,300 again. So that's 4 shows now that have been consistently over 1,300 each show.
There must be nothing on a Sunday night.
Could we do? I don't know if we can. Could we do a live at Horsham Wyham? Could they give us a space to maybe do a little live?
That has been talked about.
On Tuesday, yeah. We're all there.
Yeah. They'd be up for it.
That's been talked about for end of season as well.
Yeah, but let's be impromptu. Let's just go like with the flow.
Liam, if you're in here, mate, let's get
a little space for us to do it. We'll do it there, and the guests can come in.
Do it in the boardroom.
Eastbourne Borough Commit and boardroom members can come and say hello.
Jolsey, is that a thing we could do Tuesday if you're still here, mate?
There we go.
I can be accused of making up lies. It'd be brilliant.
I'm up for doing it.
Let's do it. IBB on the Tuesday night.
Yeah, I'm up for that. That would be one. And to be fair, it's a huge game for Sussex.
Yeah, for Sussex County football, for the Southern Combination League. And I don't care when people say, do they like them? Don't they like them? Have their opinion. They are the team that are left in the competition for that league. The league needs to get behind them. The league better be there to represent them.
But they didn't get behind them because they gave them Heath at the weekend.
A good warm up. It's a good warm up anyway. But they need to get behind them. The fans need to get behind them. You guys need, everyone needs to get behind them. Everyone, like in county football, get behind them. You never know. Upsets happen in football. Look, if I was a better man, I'd probably say Borough are going to win. But
we love an underdog.
I'll be there supporting Jolsey, and I'll be there supporting Horsham YM.
Yeah, we love an underdog story.
And, Tuesday,
and that that would send a few shockwaves. I tell you what, it might open up a few vacancies if that happens. If YM get that.
So Jolsey for Eastbourne Borough.
Well,
shut up, Borsey.
So just before we end, so Tuesday you are potentially going to see an IBB10 show live from Horsham YM. But I just want to say, Mike, Billy, thank you again for tonight, boys. Thank you to the Westfield boys, and thank you to all 1,300 of you watching tonight. again, massive thank you. The pod's growing and it's only going to get bigger.
Yeah, it's been a bit explosive, isn't it? It's just kicked off, isn't it, this one?
We're just going to keep growing.
Oh, Lee, you got to go, mate. Cough.
Let's cut it off.
Sod Lee, he's gone. Right.
He's in bed by 10. We're going to do the after hours one week as well. We'll do the after hours.
He's gone. It's 10 o'clock. As we said, that's the whole thing. He's in bed by 10. But
so, right, okay. How many listeners we got now?
1,346.
Right, okay. So, what we might have to do is we might have to do the in bed by 10 and then do the in bed by 10 after show, right? Where
if it keeps going, we might have to.
Yeah, so where Lee does leave now and we carry on getting ourselves in trouble and people can maybe guest on.
Do you not think we're getting ourselves enough trouble as it is, Bill?
Yeah, probably. I'm probably going to get woken up to something not nice. I can't wait. So we'll see. Look, I've got bloody, what's his name? John Heath said I can't knock out a wank. He obviously doesn't know my right hand well enough, does he?
He's not. Football League events is not happy. We've cut him out. But look, we know he's got a tight schedule being in bed. But anyway, we're going to end it on there because Lee, you right there, mate?
Get to bed, Lee! It's 1 minute.
Because he's off.
Right, see you later, lads.
Right, Bill, take care. Lee.
See you later.
Sign off, Lee. Sign it off.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Here's everyone to watch.
Go.
Massive numbers.